Happy Easter, everybody. Figured I'd do something for Easter because, well, truck drivers were an interesting bunch. We generally speaking, a lot of us really are religious. I know you hear about the rough and tumble nature of the industry, but realistically, we're all God-fearing people. Well, almost all. I can't say all. I don't know every truck driver out here, but we're pretty much God-fearing people. So Christmas and Easter are holidays that truck drivers try to get home. I really haven't, because those are days that there's always a lot of freight. Plus, there's extra pay for running holidays. And even though this year is our first year with the girls for Easter, I had to decide. I had to make a decision. I had to decide whether or not I was going to go home for Easter, which is today, or be there for my husband when it comes time to bury his mother, which is next weekend. And he needs me for the road trip with the girls, because we're going to be doing a 4-day road trip with a toddler and an infant. Yes, you don't have to tell me. I know I'm crazy, but we're going to be doing it anyway. And he needs me there for that, because that's something I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy to try and do on your own. So I'm definitely going to be there for my husband, especially while he's busy burying his mother. So we decided that he'd go ahead and celebrate Easter at home without me, because there's activities outside of our household that happened that we couldn't reschedule because they weren't our activities. There was an activity through church. There was an activity through our home community. So he went ahead and celebrated that with them, and I videoed in with them for a little bit, and got pictures. So I wasn't completely absent, but for the majority, I was absent. Again, that's one of the hard parts about being a truck driver. Now, out on the road, Easter, it's a whole different world when it comes to trucking. It's like weekend traffic, but not quite. Okay, weekend traffic is typically, okay, I call it holiday traffic. Holiday traffic can be busy in spurts. It's not like rush hour where everybody's all out at the same time and freeways go to a crawl. And it's not like weekend traffic where you don't have hardly anybody out there. It's kind of a blend between the two of them. Holiday traffic is, you'll get spurts where there's a bit of traffic, not a whole lot of congestion, and it's not stopping, but there's a lot of families out on the road, a lot of tourists, and there's no set timetable, so they're out there like all the time. So you have to be on your toes the whole time, but it's also relatively smooth driving. All the scales are closed. If I wanted to get a truck wash today, I couldn't, because the truck washes are closed. There's a lot of places that I can't access. And surprisingly, I'm actually doing a delivery today on Easter Sunday, which I was figuring I'd have to wait until tomorrow morning to do the delivery, but they're actually doing receiving on Easter. So today was a really weird day, but it was a really good day. I got like over 550 miles in, which is not bad for a holiday. So I get my pay for that day, plus I get the holiday pay for today. And if I had wanted to, I could have stopped at a number of truck stops and gotten an Easter dinner or Easter lunch. But I tend to try to not eat at the truck stops, because it leads to a trucker's physique, and I'd rather go the opposite direction. So I pretty much stayed in the truck all day. I stopped only in rest areas. I didn't even stop at a truck stop, except for when I fueled this morning. So it's been pretty quiet. I talked to a lot of families, sent a lot of messages, but just a calm, quiet day out on the road. Yeah, so that's Easter. So any questions, any subject up that you'd like me to cover, go ahead and comment on that. If you like what I'm doing, go ahead and hit subscribe, and I'll touch base with you later.